Hello students, how are you all? This is Prashant, so I welcome you all to today's topic. So today we are going to learn about the Open Office automation tools. Okay, we are going to discuss about the Open Office automation tool. My dear students, in information technology, we have discussed about the basic of computer. We have discussed basic of computer. I have uploaded the video for the same. We have discussed the internet terms. We have discussed the networking. So means we have discussed the basic important things which are necessary for the office. I really appreciate the CBSE to for this type of IT tools, means IT book, in which they are going to give you a proper certificate or a proper guidance which is related in the office. So as you can see, basic of computer terminology, hardware, software, all the terms we have discussed. Internet terms we have discussed. Networking terms we have discussed. Oh, one thing also, we have discussed the cyber security and the cyber law. We have discussed the cyber security and the laws. So these many things are very important. Now we are going to talk about a particular software which is OpenOffice. So in the OpenOffice, it is similar like MS Office, but my dear students, it is open. It is freeware. Okay, it is freeware. You can download it from the internet and you can use it. There is no need to pay any cost. Okay, it is freeware, freely available to you, so you can use it. So we are going to discuss the things. Okay, so here we are going to begin the things. Let's start. As you can see, when you are going to download, you have to open this website. Okay, you can download the latest version 4.1.7, and the full name will be the Apache OpenOffice. Okay, powered by Apache. As Microsoft is a company, similarly Apache is also a company. So you can download it from the internet, and you can install in your computer system. You people are very much familiar what is the MS Word. So but for you people, I am going to give you a small introduction. A word processing software is required for a creation of a document that are text based, means whatever, as you can see, introduction is written, a word processing is written, whatever we are going to write down in the document, these are the text based. Okay, so it has tools to allow you to edit, format and print the document. Many other tools are also available which we are going to discuss in the chapter, but you should know about these things, edit, format and the printing if we want. So a Word document may also contain the pictures and tables. It may a report, letter, drawing, web pages, etc. So whatever the word work, whatever the text work we have to do, or we have to manage the text, that we can do in the Word software. Okay, so here we are going to begin. Once you want to start, how you can start? Start Programs, OpenOffice. You have to click on Start Programs, OpenOffice, and in the OpenOffice you are going to get the icon of Word. Okay, so you can see this is the shortcut. My dear students, you have to remember this symbol is the shortcut of OpenOffice. So desktop, double click on the icon shown in the figure. This one, this is I copied from the book, so no need to go with this. So you have to click on this icon. Okay, you can go with this icon also. So when you are going to click on that, so it is going to open the like this screen. It is actually I'm using the Mac, so that's why it is appearing the Mac window. If you have the Windows users, then it will appear in the Windows. Okay, so this is the window that you can see. So a little bit a small introduction I am going to give. This space is known as the tab space. Tab space is what? This area space is the tab space. This space is the tab space. Okay, this space, the between these lines. Okay, this space is the tab space. Okay, so please make it sure this is the tab space. Now here we have the ruler. This is the ruler. We have two types of ruler, horizontal or vertical. This is the scroll bar. This one is the scroll bar. You can go up and down in both the direction with this. Okay, status bar. It will show you about the page, text, line, number of the words. It will show you all the things. This is the status bar, and this white area is known as the work area. So this is a small introduction. As you can see, some tabs are also there. Okay, these are the menus which we are going to learn. So as we are going to learn file, I will create the separate video for everyone. Today I am going to create the separate video for the file tab, next I will create for edit tab, next I will create for the view tab. But make it sure I will create only for that sub menus which is important, which is given in your IT book. So please make it sure that I will create the video on that particular topics. Okay, so we have to focus on that. We have 9 tabs here, you can see. So I'm going to discuss each and every one to you. Okay, so today we are going to start with the file tab. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the file tab available. What the file tab will do for you? The file tab consists of commands required to perform operation on the document. So whatever the operations we have to do, we can use the file tab. Okay, as you can see here, the new tab is given. So in the new tab, you can create a new text document. Okay, open for start recent document. Let's suppose we have done last visited some text documents. Let's suppose you open some text documents or you close it. So that will be provided in the list. So you can give on the click on the recent document. It will provide you the last recent open text document. Close. Now close the text document. There are two options, close and exit. Make it happen. If you will click on the close, that means it is going to close the current document, not the complete window. Window is related to complete screen which you can see on the computer monitor, but that particular document is different and window is different. So with the practical I will show you all the things. Now we have the save and the save as. Save, when we started our document and we want to save, we want to keep for the future purpose, that time we are going to use the save option. But the same document which you saved already, if you want to change the location or you want to rename it that time you can use the save as. Okay, so make it sure. After that we have the page preview. Page preview will allow you to, before the printing the document, we can check how the document is going to be appear after printing. Now print is used to give the print command to document. And printer setting, whatever printer you have installed in your computer system, that will allow you, it means it will open a window where you can set the printer style, page style, number of pages, so many things you can do. So let's start with the help of a practical. OpenOffice window, this is my OpenOffice window. So you can see here, this is available. So now you can see this is the ruler, this is also a ruler. So horizontal, vertical rulers we have. This is the status bar. When I will switch it up and down, or you can scroll your mouse up and down. Okay, scroll button. So that time the page will go up and down. So this is the scroll bar. Okay, and similarly we have a status bar. Just now I have created only one page, so that's showing, and this is a zoom area. So like that, understand, these are the things. Now as you can see on the top, the file, edit, view, insert, format, table, tool, so many options are available. When you will click on the file, the drop down menu is going to be appear. As you can see here, new, that means you can create a new document, but make it sure new is providing so many other things also. Okay, as a spreadsheet, presentation, drawing, database. This is the advantage of this OpenOffice. Means if just now I am working on the OpenOffice Word. If you want to jump to the spreadsheet, then you can directly jump from here. If you are working on the OpenOffice Word, then you can directly jump to the presentation, drawing, and database. So like that it is providing. Just now I required a new text document. Then I have to click here. Then I have to click on this particular value, particular sub menu. Then it is going to be appear Untitled 2 OpenOffice Writer. So this is the thing that you can understand. Now when I will click open, it will open a window where whatever the last saved document, whatever documents I saved, I can open with the help of this, and this is window is going to be appear. So the documents whatever is available, you can open them. Okay, so make it sure that you can start and you can use them as a ODP, that is PowerPoint. Okay, ODS, that is spreadsheet. Okay, so ODT, if you are going to get ODT is the extension of the this file. So I think there is no any other file which I can show you just now. Okay, so like that you can see, this is the thing that you have to understand. Just now I have not created any file in the open document, so I am not able to open them. Okay, recent document, as you can see, these are the recent documents which are available, but make it sure that it will show you all the documents, PowerPoint as well as the your other softwares also, means other parts, so spreadsheet, presentation, so many softwares it will show you. Okay, just as like you can see, daily lesson plan. This is my daily lesson plan, so I'm going to open it here. So now you can see this is my document. Just now I opened, and this is the open document window. So I think this is pretty clear to everyone. So, but make it sure that you have to remember this ODT is the .odt is the extension for Open Office Writer document. Okay, that thing you have to keep it in your mind. Now, just now you can see I'm going to save the document. So save the document. This shortcut you can see command plus S, but make it sure if you are the window user, then it is CTRL plus S. As you can see here, this is a shortcut key to save the document. So if I want to save the document, then I have to click on file and save. So I can save my document, and it will I can decide what is the name of the document, where is the location of the document, that we can select by clicking on this option. After that, what you have to do, you have to simply click on the save button. It is going to be saved in your computer's file. It is going to save on the same location document. Okay, so if you want to access that, so that time what you can do, you can directly go to the your my computer system, and you can find out the file, and you can double click on that. It is going to be open in the particular software. So my dear students, this file is already saved here. You can see first document.odt. So that's just now the file is saved in my document. Okay, so I think this is also pretty clear to you. So now you can see this save is hide now. So when it is going to be appear now, whenever I will make the changes, as I am going to write down this line, suppose I have written. So now again this option is going to be appear, means whenever you are going to make the changes in the between of writing the document or working on the current document, you must press Ctrl S to save your current data. Okay, whatever you have made, your changes you have made, for saving them you have to press the Ctrl plus S. Make it sure one more thing. Now you can see I press the Ctrl plus S. Now it is going to be hidden. Now save as means this save as option will provide you the feature. You can change the name and change the location. You can change the name and change the location of the current document. Okay, see I can change the location of my document. Just now it was saved in the document. If I want to change the desktop or somewhere else, let's suppose I'm going to save it in the computer images folder. So that time just now I can click on that, double click, and it is going to be open. After that I can change the name of the document, and I have to click on the save. Okay, so like that you can understand this. Okay, now next option, page preview. Page preview means before printing, if you want to see how it is going to be appear, then you have to click on page preview. Okay, so this is the page preview. It is going to look like this. This is, means this much space, this indent space will come, this top space will come. So like that, whenever you are going to make the changes, or you want to take the printout, so it will show you what are the needed changes and where you have to do the correction. If not needed, then you can directly go to the print option. Okay, and if you want to go back, then you have to click on close preview. Okay, make it sure this option you have to remember, close preview. So we have the print option. When you will click on the print option, it will open a dialog box. Okay, as you can see here, this is the preview, and the number of pages you can see here. Just now I have the default printer as a ratio. I am using the ratio printer, so you can directly give the print command from here. This is printer that you can use. Okay, you can make some setting changes here. If you have any other printer, or you are the Windows user, it will show you a different window in that according to that window preference. Okay, so make it sure when you are going to click on print, it will give you the print command. It will take your print command and it will send to the printer. Printer settings, you can make the printer setting here. If you want to change the printer, if you are 2, 3, 4 printers are connected, or you are connected on the network, so at that time it will show you the name of the printer, and some certain options are also here. You can make the changes in that options. Okay, I hope these file features are already clear to you. What are the features? So next I will upload the features of edit, whatever the features are given in your IT book that we are going to discuss. So till there, have a nice day. Thank you everyone. God bless you. Bye bye.